France, we have some studies showing that one bovine herd out of 3 and one sheep herd out of 2 and one goat herd out of 2 also are concerned by qfever. It's based on serological analysis. But if we look at the field, it's quite an heterogeneous status, because in some regions we have lots of farms diagnosed with qfever, and in some regions very low, very few farms diagnosed with qfever. We don't know why exactly. We assume maybe that vets diagnose more than the other because they focus more on repro problems. And we also know that it's quite difficult today to diagnose it in beef cattle. So we assume that it's underdiagnosed and that a lot of work has still to be done to help vets to better diagnose qfever in herds in France. The impact on repro can vary a lot. Sometimes it's very few symptoms, but sometimes it can become catastrophic. Very, very bad fertility, a lot of metritis, early abortions, and so it's a nightmare for farmers. And most of the time, they diagnose qfever when repro is very, very damaged. So for us, the challenge is to train vets to help them suspect qfever as soon as the performance begins to go down. And it's especially possible when farmers accurately monitor their performance. We have a study in France showing that 90% of vets are exposed in Brittany to qfever and 60% of farmers. So the risk is real. And the risk of clinical sign is also a reality. We can have some complications, and it's a risk that we have to consider, really. But if it's already a challenge for a vet to diagnose qfever, it's even worse for doctors because they can't suspect it. They don't know the disease enough. So a huge work has to be done to help them suspect the disease. And at the moment, the awareness raised by vets and farmers is essential for the diagnostic in human beings. We try to train not only vets, but also farmers, technicians. There are some, we could say, sentinels of the disease. Even if they don't know exactly all about the disease, they have to think about it, to have it in mind. So every technician coming to the farm should be informed about the risk of this disease. And so we try to train all the people around cattle, sheep and goat farms to have this disease in mind. And all these efforts should help better manage the disease and therefore protect human beings.